nutritionist. Thanks for being with us, Nicole.
Thanks for having me.
I know you're working with my son, and he thought he had an allergy and he couldn't figure it out. So I really appreciate your knowledge and being able to read into things and saying, hey, wait a minute. Sometimes maybe it is an allergy. Sometimes it's not. So tell me about that.
So everybody can have an allergic reaction to something occasionally, all the time, that kind of thing. However, what your son has had and what many people are suffering from right now, especially because the weather's getting warmer, we're eating different foods, we're bringing different fruits into our diets, that kind of thing. It's called a mast histamine response. So what happens is we have chemical mediators that come out and help kind of mediate, just like it's called, mediate what the response is to different things in our bodies. Well, if we have something that does not like our body, those chemical mediators will come out and they will really overwhelm the body. We don't want that. We don't want an overwhelming of the body. We just want them to take care of the issue. But what happens is, and we can mask it and think it's just an allergic reaction like your son did. But the problem is things like dairy, overabundance of fiber in foods can overload the system, and we get responses like itchiness in your ears, in your nose, rashes on our skin. I've had people come in and they have rashes all over their arms. Their tongue gets really inflamed. That could be, you could think of that as an allergic reaction, and it's actually a mast histamine response. So you have to take care of that with a nutritionist or a physician that's functional. You have to deal with it from the gut first and then go up. So I always like to take care of that with diet first, and then we move into some supplements. I put people on a low histamine, low FODMAP diet so that we take the fiber out, right, for the moment, so that we can reintroduce it in the proper way. And a low histamine, you want to stay away from things like dairy, fish, spinach, asparagus, broccoli, all the things you think were good for us, but we have an overgrowth of bacteria that's causing this response. So I put them on that for 30 days, but then we start to heavy hit it with some supplements.
And what type of supplements would those be after you get their diet figured out to the best that you can as far as what their needs are? What kind of supplements?
So the supplements that I really like for this kind of thing, first of all, quercetin. Quercetin is an actual stabilizer for a mast histamine response. But I like to have a combination of quercetin, bromelain, marshmallow root, aloe vera, and nettle leaf. That combination in one supplement is really good to calm the response down. And that way we can start to reintroduce foods that normally you couldn't have. We can reintroduce and make sure you're not having those responses because of the supplements are kind of curbing that response.
Okay, so last question. How long does it usually take before people see improvement when you start this process with them?
The first 30 days with food is huge. If they can refrain from having those foods in their diet, they're going to see a massive response. So I like 30 to 90 days with someone to take that out and then rebuild the system so they can see a really big difference in their diet.
Wow. Okay, everyone, see a qualified professional about this stuff. And for me, I would have just assumed that, hey, I have an allergic reaction to something. Maybe it's not. And just appreciate your knowledge, Nicole, and everything that you share with us. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.